Welcome to the WittyHorse, where we love sharing real experiences about horses. Today we're going to put a halter on a foal that's 6 weeks old. Here's the halter I'm going to use. I have adjusted it so I think it's going to be about the right size. We're going to go in this stall here and catch this foal for the first time and put a halter on it. As they say, this could get a little bit western because she's probably not going to like me grabbing a hold of her, but I'm going to try to cradle her in my arms. I'm going to put my left arm around her neck and my right arm around her hind end so I can kind of hold her there. I'll back her up into a corner and kind of let her settle down, and then I'll try to put the halter on her and see how well we can do that. Well, the reason we need to do this is because we want to teach this foal to lead. We've been turning this mare and foal out in the field, and we want to be able to start leading this foal down to the field and turning her out so she starts to learn some of the things she's going to have to do as she grows and gets bigger. So let's go in the stall and see what's going to happen. This mare is pretty calm and gentle. She lets us come in and do some things, so I don't have to worry about her. Some mares may be a little bit more protective than others, but this mare is pretty good. I'm going to try to slip around here and get a hold of this foal. She's going to move around quite a bit until I can get in a position where I can get a hold of her and kind of corner her and grab her like this and see how I kind of have her with my left arm under her neck and my right arm back by her hip. I can feel how tight her muscles are and how she's kind of not really willing with what I'm doing here, so I'm going to try to rub on her till I feel her start to calm down as tight as it was. Her hips a little bit softer. I'm going to see if I can't back her up into this corner so she can't back up on me when I put the halter on, because she's probably going to throw her head up a little bit because she's never had anything on her head. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to brace myself so I have her, and I'm going to go nice and slow, try to get this halter on her nose. Actually, she's doing really good for a young foal as she tries to. There we go. See, that wasn't too bad. Now I'll just kind of go nice and slow and easy and let her relax a little bit. Let her calm down. I don't want to get her. I want this to be as pleasant experience as possible for her. She's really starting to relax now. I'm going to try to buckle this halter. Get it in the last hole we have here. We want it tight enough that it's not going to come off. And we're using a leather halter. The reason we use a leather halter is so that when they're out in the field, if they happen to catch it on something and it kind of gets snagged and she pulls away, if it has to, it'll break and she'll become free and she won't injure herself. A nylon halter is less likely to break, so you always want to use a leather halter when you turn your horses out in the field. It's okay, Mama. It's okay.
It looks like that halter may need some hole punching.
Yeah, it's a little bit big, but we don't want it to be too small because they're going to grow and all. And here, I'm going to adjust this just a little bit more. There's a trick we can do here. I'm going to try to hold her here while I take this off. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. I can take this halter and loop it back through itself on this side, on this ring, and make it a little bit shorter, which is what we need to do on this. So see how I looped it through there on that? So I make it a little bit shorter, and that's going to work out really good here as we do this. There we go. That's a little bit better. That makes it fit a little bit more snug. It's not quite as loose. She's actually taken this really well for the first time having a halter on with me messing around with her head so much. Just kind of getting the pieces around. And see now. There we go. It's not too snug, but it's tight enough that she can't get it off with just her feet if she happens to start to scratch her head. But also it's a leather halter, so it'll break if she gets in a bind or anything. I'm going to let this out one more hole. It's a little tight under her neck here. nicely. See, she's standing here quiet. I'm not even having to hold her now. So what I want to do now is, now that I've done putting the halter on her, I want to rub on her a little bit so that I just don't release her. Let her know that things are good. Let her get used to people being around her and rubbing on her. She let me rub her ears, down her head, see how relaxed she is. She hadn't relaxed her lips totally yet, but she's much more relaxed than she was. Allows me to be on her side some. Good girl. Now what I'm going to do is I let her go. I'm just going to rub on her and kind of step back, because I kind of want her to stand here and not run away from me when I go to let her go. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Easy. 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 I just kind of want her to relax. Be calm and quiet. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Poor mama. Yeah, she's all right. See, we're not doing anything to her. She's good. Okay. Now I'm barely touching her now. I'm just going to ease back from her. Very good. Now she kind of walked away, but that's all right. She didn't bolt and run from me. That's good. That's a very positive experience for her. So if you want to learn more about working with horses, go to WittyHorse.com, where we love sharing real experiences about horses. And we'll see you next time as we work with this foal some more, and we'll show you how we're going to teach her to lead and all that. So stay tuned for upcoming episodes.